NTK has been working on a little bit of a present. That's how I ended up getting in touch with Mel. Thank our supportive triathlon spouses. Morning, Trainiacs. Little change of pace today. I'm actually in the south end of Winnipeg, and this is like literally 300 meters from where No Triathlon Kim works, which is very fun because NTK has been working on a little bit of a present, gift, offer, opportunity, chance to seize the day for all you Trainiacs and your significant others, aka race sherpas. Latour. So Kim has been hard at work making this for all of your respective race sherpas. It's very important to keep our sherpas happy. Actually, let's make that what we talk about today. I might need your help for tips.
Okay.
So that right there is the Bomber Stadium. She used to work for the team, and what she does now is she is the on-field game day host. So you know when like in between plays, people, they go through the crowd and they're like, hey, do you want to win a bunch of coffee for your entire row?
So what you'll have to do, Jana, is you're gonna pick 2 pizza boxes, and if you match those 2, great, you've won.
Kim is the person that's saying, do you want to win a bunch of coffee for the entire row? And Mel, actually, from The Office, everyone's favorite video editor of Triathlon Taren. Hang on.
I like the plastic bags.
Is Kim's camera person going around the stadium. That's how I ended up getting in touch with Mel. So with all that said, here is some friendly advice for how I've managed to keep the peace, lay low, stay out of trouble, calm the waters. Number 1, we train a lot as Trainiacs. The more you can get your training done early in the morning, the better. Because family functions, events, things like that you're going out and doing as a couple, they tend to happen in the evening. So you get them done in the morning, it's not as nearly as much of a burden as if you were to do all of your training after work. Second, I've said this before, I'll say it again, make your social circle part of your training community. So in our case, we spend a lot of Christmases, New Year's Eve, birthdays, special events with our training group over at Coach Pat's. We'll trade houses, and then our get-togethers are often actually after a really big workout. So we do a really big workout, all the spouses come, we have breakfast, everyone's happy. Later this summer, Kim and I are actually going and spending a week at Victoria Beach with Coach Pat. I'm gonna train a whole bunch. She gets a holiday out of the deal. Then that leads into your destination races. Going to a destination race is fantastic because local races, while they're fun, they don't tend to have the hype and the huge numbers and the motivation that I find I get from a huge race with tons of people from all around the world. You can also make it a family trip. Now here's the trick to that to make it a family trip. You want to fly in or travel into where your destination race is as close to the race as possible. So later this year, we're talking about doing a destination race, which I will announce in the next couple of days. And as opposed to flying in well ahead of time so that you can get climatized and adjust and get rid of all the jet lag, we're trying to fly in for the Sunday race on Thursday evening. Then basically, you've got Friday to put your bike back together, maybe loosen up a little bit, take a good sleep, that's your rest day. And then the day before the race, just go and do a light little workout. You're not taking up a ton of time. Sunday, you get the race over with, boom, you're done. And then you can spend a fair bit of time in that destination after the race. If you do it the other way, where you're flying out just after the race and you're coming way ahead of time, you're gonna be a miserable SOB coming into that race because you're gonna be fussy about all the little things that happen with traveling. You're gonna be on your feet a lot and you're gonna get crabby because you're not resting. You're gonna be fussed about what you eat and you aren't gonna be a very pleasant vacation partner. And then lastly, and probably most importantly, is after a race, you're gonna be crabby. You're gonna be crabby. There has not been an event that I have done that I have not been a miserable turd after a race. It's important to know this going in so that when you feel yourself getting annoyed by whatever your family members and supportive race Sherpas are doing that's annoying you after the race, you'll recognize, oh, well, maybe I'm just being a turd and I shouldn't be so crabby. And then, if all those tips fail, I recommend getting a Trainiac Sherpa t-shirt from Teespring. Hashtag Team NTK.
Hi, Gracie. Hello.
Well, Trainiacs, no triathlon Kim is at the Blue Bomber game doing her Kim Babbage Gazelle here, and who wants to win a chicken drumstick? So that means that for dinner, I had a bowl of cereal. Now to explain this whole t-shirt business, I'll give you the old boom. Yeah, those are your finished designs. A lot of Trainiacs out there have been asking for kits, gear, merch, t-shirts, whatever you want to call it. And what we ended up doing here is, this is kind of like a test and a fun test, because how Teespring works is if you go to teespring.com/try sherpa, you can order these t-shirts, and what happens is I've set a number that we have to sell 75 of these t-shirts. If we sell 74 or less of these t-shirts, nobody gets t-shirts. You don't even pay for the t-shirts. It's like kind of like a contest that unless we hit that 75 number or better, t-shirts don't get made, because it's an indication that not enough people want the t-shirts. But if we hit that 75, Teespring goes like, all right, contest won. It's kind of like Kickstarter, and they make the t-shirts and automatically send them out for us. But one of the purposes of this is to see if there is enough Trainiacs out there that want a Triathlon Taren kit, because I'm actually working with a graphic designer right now to design one that looks pretty badass. But I figure, hey, instead of going through the whole rigmarole of designing this massive kit with all different types of items in it, we just see if there's enough people out there that even want a Teespring t-shirt. And then the second purpose of this is that as Trainiacs, we selfish. It all revolves around the triathlete in the family. I know. I am that triathlete in the family, and I'm very demanding. So for this first t-shirt, I thought that it would be good to have the purpose of it to be to thank our supportive triathlon spouses. There's a women's, there's a men's. So if you are a male Trainiac, you can get one for your female or male Sherpa. Or if you're a female Trainiac, you can get one for your male or female Sherpa. Either way, as I've said about this channel all the time, this is all about community. It's about me chilling out, hanging out, having fun with you. This is about you having fun, learning about me, learning about triathlon, being part of your local triathlon community, and that also includes your family. Being just a solo Trainiac and doing this all on your own, that ain't fun. That gets old pretty quickly. So the more you can include people around the community, training partners, family members, the better your triathlon experience is going to be. So if you want to thank your favorite triathlon Sherpa, you go to teespring.com/try sherpa and get them a present. It'll buy you some brownie points that you can use for the next 5 or 6 hour ride that you want to go on the weekend. All right, Trainiacs, I'm gonna go watch the Bomber game. Day's over. Have an excellent evening, afternoon, morning, day, whatever you want, Trainiacs. Just make it good.